Okay, this is the second video for job number 20539. I maxed out my space to record, so I had to start the damn thing over again. So I'm just past the entrance here, and I was showing in my last video one of the branched roads that go out and go to a cul-de-sac. So I'm going to take you up the hill. This whole project's supposed to be 2019 springtime. This is for Ag and Bite. I've been talking a lot more with Ag and Bite these past couple months, and you'll see like a couple little areas here where there were some patches, and these were going to be temporary patches, and they didn't do them. But they're saying, hey, let's just do an overlay. And I said we probably could do that instead of ripping it all out and putting in new. I think we could do a 2-inch overlay over all of this. There's no alligator cracking. There's just a couple areas maybe where there's some sinkholes, like right there. It's kind of a dip. It was patched, but it's still sunk. But I think we could easily just probably go right over it. You got a couple little rough areas that we could potentially grind down, I guess. I think a lot of it, though, we'd just be able to overlay right over the top. Here's a lot of loose gravel that you see that I was talking about in my first video. Here's a new patch that was done to hold them over this year. But we would do this whole area, these little driveways that go up to the homes, those are excluded. But things like this, Telluride Drive. Telluride Drive is, I'll show you here on my video, or on my map. Okay, so Telluride is, as you come up the hill, I showed you this in the first video, but now I'm all the way up to this major intersection. You take a right, and you come down here. It's 582 by 22, and then a 79 by 65 on Telluride. That focuses in there. The map has the streets on it too, or the street names. There's only two of them: Telluride Drive, and then the one that goes all the way up this main hill, and that's called Breckenridge Drive. So this right here, out of this 582 feet, I'd say half of this, so roughly about 240 feet, it becomes a little bit more rough. There was a patch done right here, but then you get to this area right here where after the patch was done, now you've got asphalt that's just been, the water's been draining down this road, so it's just eating away at it. We might need to rip this out, so that would be a 250, that's 5, so another 4, so 290, about 290 feet by 22 feet. We might need to rip out because of all the water washing away down the road and causing little channels, as you can see there, channels in the asphalt, washing away not only the binder but the rock. Okay, then you get down here on this patch, and this specific one right here, I don't know if we're able to just patch and then overlay right over the top. If we have to, we would need to cut out an 8x10 here, excuse me, a 6x10, a 6x10 patch here, and then fill it in with probably 2 inches, and then we would do the final 2-inch overlay over the top. Okay, so this is Telluride, and let me show you what it looks like going up the rest of the way. Okay, so now I'm going up Breckenridge Drive, the remaining of Breckenridge Drive. Breckenridge Drive starts from the entrance where the gate's at, and it just climbs and climbs and climbs up the hill. In some areas, the road's 32 feet wide. In one area, as you get up here on these little switchback turns, it widens out to about 42 feet. You can see there's been a couple patches that they did this year, just for temporary. And now I'm going up what's probably about a 16-17% grade here on a slope. And this is like an area where it's 32 feet wide, and then you get around this S-curve as you're going up the hill. It's still pretty steep, about 42 feet wide. They've never seal coated on this before. It's just been paved, and it's just been here for a long time. But you know, over time, you've got gravel that's been washing down the asphalt. Not a ton, but enough loose gravel on the sides to where it's gonna have to be swept or, you know, prepped. Still going up Breckenridge Drive up towards the top. It's a beautiful view, by the way. Gets a little steep on the sides up in this area. When you get to the top, the road starts to narrow down to about 18 feet. Then you see this little gravel road here. Well, this little road shoots off to the right. This is at the very top here. And it heads back down. And it stops down here at a gravel cul-de-sac. And there it is, right here. It stops. Stops right here. And that's where we would stop. We don't need to do the cul-de-sac at all. So there you have it. I gave you the quantities. It's 2019 to do this work in the spring for Ag and Bite. I'm hoping that we can put a good price on this, especially with the different requests I've been getting lately from Ag and Bite. See what we could do. Put our best foot forward here. This is a ton of paving. From the main road, I-90, out to this property, I had to go through part of Cle Elum and through Roslyn to get out here. So from I-90, it took me about probably 20 minutes to get to this property. 15 to 20 minutes from I-90 in Cle Elum. Okay? Very quiet out here. Not very many homes. Since I've been here, only one vehicle's passed me, and it was a company vehicle coming in to service one of the houses. Okay? It's Cle Elum Lake, as you see out in the view. If we get this job, you guys will have an awesome view. Okay? I'll have the gate code provided in Google Drive if we were to get this job. And then so the project manager can come out, take a look, site walk, all that good stuff. Any other questions, let me know. Thank you.